Good morning. Welcome to another Roguetech stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I've got my coffee, and hopefully I have all my ducks in a row. Because last stream didn't go very smoothly, but hopefully we're ahead of the game this time. So let's go ahead and jump in. All right. So last game we had picked up a Buccaneer and fitted it out. Didn't do a lot of changes. I'm looking at that being a close range melee and damage sponge, hopefully, at least until I can find something beefier. But with that, be here. We need a mission. I am down to the 4 million. Oof. Be here. 2 skulls. The B team. Capture a base. 2 skulls for battle. Okay. I think that one doesn't sound too shabby. All right. We are still operating on backup pilots. And I'm correct, we can't field another mech yet, which means it would either replace one of the existing ones, or we need to get underway with making it so we can drop another mech. Drop tonnage. Let's see. Don't think we have the leopard yet. Leopard Bay 4. We're not going to be able to increase the drop tonnage till we finish that. Okay. Damn. That's going to take more time than I was hoping. All right. Well, that's underway. Let's try to make some money, shall we? Islands and salvage. The Dervish is currently running one. Maybe I should turn that into a MRM Dervish like I did before. Though I don't feel that it's actually going to be as useful with the changes that have been made. I probably should hold off that. I had a Dervish that punched above its weight for a good while. I had a MRM 20, no, an MRM 40 in there. And good grief, it wrecked. Losing is fun. Depends on how you're losing, I suppose. If it's spectacular, like for example, the cascade of repeated stack pulls that I experienced, yeah, there's an element of complete whimsy and WTF. But that was also brutal. I hear a VTOL.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command interface initiated.
That is just unfortunate placement for buildings. Gotcha. Okay. What do we got? We've got Vulcan, All Scout, Cicada, Brent, Wolfhound. That Wolfhound could be painful. And another Dervish. Well, we've unlocked the Dervish mode, apparently. We weren't seeing anything beefier, and then all of a sudden now there's a Dervish. Just about seems in every match. All right. Some element of the high ground. Let's just go ahead and everybody brace. Excuse me. Wow. We're gonna reserve. You need to get to the tweez. If you're wondering why I keep referring to it as tweez, was it the Kevin Costner, Robin Hood? There's one particular person that's like, to the tweez. Very distinctive. And I got stuck in my head. Things that get stuck in my head. I would imagine if I have not watched the number of movies that I have, that references that I make, I would be a different person. I would be unrecognizable if I did not make some form of movie quote. For inference. Don't want him too close. Alright. Firing has begun. Bradford, you are a brawler, as odd as that is. %. I'm gonna wait till it's higher. Pretty close to the same. But the Oscout is the most vulnerable. Wouldn't you have missed and hit the tank with the heavy cannon? %, 43%. I don't actually want you over here. You're mine laying. No, unfortunately not. Howitzer artillery. Really? Already? I don't have an option to move someone else. And 129. I need you to get out of that. Let's get out of here. Forty, 42. Okay. Just needed one good hit. Now I don't have to worry about them anymore. Let's see. You're in the Shadowhawk. Why are you not... Did I misclick? Oh, son of a gun. Okay. Freaking allergies. 50%, 40%, 32. Yep, you're my target. Come on, man. Look at AC 20. You want that to hit. How dare you hurt that tree? All right, 21, 33, 38, 1, 23. Could have swore I put ammo into that. weird. I can't help but feel like you are stuck. And I'm okay with this. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to see. All right, I want you. We're gonna advance. $28. Unfortunate. Hill. Go say hello. Damn. Did not do anything. I need better vantage point. Can I get into... No. $23, $13, $16, $26. He's a fill-in pilot. Of course he's not going to be able to hit anything. Nice. Yes. Veil. Finish them. Close. Not quite, though. Still stackpole. $28, $18. I think it's stuck. Oh, he did get out. What's the melee hit chance? 48. I mean, that's not terrible. Dig when my laser weapon zagged. $43 or $48. $48 it is. $42. Oh yeah. Less damage than I thought it was gonna do. Missiles 6, 38, 26, 31. Good grief. My allergy meds need to kick in. Hmm. 28. Wake up. fire the LRMs. The sandpaper. Excuse me. Please. Heavy rifle I can't use on any of these guys? With any degree of accuracy? What is this madness? That is not what I was trying to do! Okay, 22. It's cooking. Come on. Okay. Ejected. $38, $41. Mm-hmm. 60% charge. I don't like you. There is nothing between me and that. There's no reason my turret could not have rotated. That is dumb. Yeah, I don't think you understand even how that works. Missed. Fail. Can you redeem yourself? Melee charge for 70. Sure. Let's see here. Okay. Now, none whatsoever. You know what? I'm not doing it. I would have liked it better if you did more damage. Boy, he wasn't having any of that. Like, I'm not paid to die. Knockdown.
Mission successful.
All right. This is my chair. $55 tenor, we can check and compare it. Not really. All right. Let's compare these dervishes. See if maybe this new one I picked up has better loadout potential. Memory serves, the other dervish that I had, I ended up probably just only having the MRMs on it. I don't, so it may have had the medium as well. Not entirely sure. Mech bag. 6 MRU, it's the exact same one. So the loadout should be the same. Yeah, it looks like it. The C3 Slave absolutely has a tendency to go up in smoke. It is a 55 tonner. Do I want to... might. Can I make something useful though? Use the dervish to replace all missiles with 1 energy. Doesn't have a huge... We'll keep a case. What it? Don't have enough. Carries 5 salvos, unguided rockets. $6.18 for a salvo. Close to accuracy. More likely to be hit by AMS. So 200. I haven't done anything else to it though. I'm out of double heat sinks. I don't have the stuff. I need my cooling. Standard heatsink, 55. Really, to make this work, I need something from the other mech. We'll go back a second here. If I'm taking this offline, I could gut it for parts. Stop working. We're gonna gut you. Scrap. Now we're gonna go over here. Internals, repair, advanced objects. We have ferrofibrous. We've got an endosteel. We can throw the comms unit in here. Don't need this. We don't need that. We need the SRM ammo. Guardian in there. Don't need the LRM-10. Don't want the jump jet. Want the SRM. Max armor. One, two, three. Rocket back in. Internals. Now we can throw the double heatsink kit in. And now we're cooling to 60. Okay, we're getting there. Just the double heatsink kit is enough. Now we need ammo. We can throw in Inferno, we can throw in SRM. Case can vent how much? We throw a second case in and split the load. That is a absolute close range brawler. So we have a damage potential of 39 times 3, so basically 120, plus another potential 60, so 180 damage potential if it all just hit, which more than likely is not gonna happen. This will be interesting. Validate it. And I don't... I am going to actually parts them out. I'm only going to use them if needed, and that gives me equipment back. Stop working. Refits. I don't feel like the 20 is doing great. So what about we push the MRM platform again? Case. There were Guardian in there too. Can't put that because it's already got the armor on it. I don't know what I'm thinking. All right. Max armor. Want the SRM6 back. something beefier on you. Heat sinking 50. What about you drop that? That's 1 ton, 25 damage. Let's look for something a little bit beefier. Snubnose. Oh, I almost didn't catch that one. Tons. Needs to be under tons, 5 tons. About a large laser. You're a ton and a half over. Tons. That may still be the best option. $275. Do I have a larger engine? Maybe make him a bit more missile accuracy. $280. $5 and $7. I've got all the points except for here. It'd be absurd though. How much are you weigh? 1 ton? 2 tons. Let's move you here. Okay. I think that will do it. It gives us roughly an SRM-10 for close range. You have the medium laser bright room for medium to slightly extended range, and then of course the MRM is also short range. So this absolutely is for like 240 or less. Well, that's not correct. The max is 480, but it's used. All right. Validate. Good morning. All right, let's get this tweaked. I would like a bit more variety. I appreciate a good dervish as much as any, but Bay 4. We need Mech Bay 3. Or we need structural reinforcement. Alright. We are doing so many tweaks. We've got our Buccaneer. We've got our Dervishes. You lose in AC, you pick up a hypervelocity AC5 and ammo. Good job, Lighter. You may be very, very, how do we put this? Pessimistic. So the Dervishes aren't up. So let's see. How many do we have actually ready? We've only got 4. I'd like to make some money. So let's see about doing a weaker mission. And we'll just do it for cash. Ambush convoy. Assassinate. Is it worth going in underpowered though? Six days, and we have 5 mechs. We're swinging harder than we were. And we still do have the 2 tanks, so it's not like we're down. Oh, that reminds me. Why are you not shooting your machine gun? You have machine gun ammo. That's why. It shouldn't have allowed it in there in the first place. No, machine gun ammo, right there. No ammo. That's the gun. That's not the ammo that I'm putting in there. Genius. Ooh. Can't put a hole in there. So I am still down the use of that for what little it's worth. Okay, that answers that question. All right. All right, let's try this again. We should have enough. Again, we're doing 1 for just money. Ambush convoy. Just money. And synapse. Put you back. I'm gonna put you... I originally had someone set up to be the brawler, but unfortunately, they got killed. I'm gonna put you in the Buccaneer. And then that all trails down. I could be a mech, but I currently don't have the other dervish up. The Buccaneer is showing as damaged. Why? Why is the Buccaneer showing as damaged? Are we glitching here? It's got to be glitching. Okay. Why make me nervous? All right. Ambush convoy, all money. And synopsis up. I'm back here. I am back here. You are down. And I am in the Buccaneer. All right. I will be right back. So slow. All right. Damn. Hoping you'd be loaded by the time.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All
Close
systems nominal.
Command interface initiated.
Yeah, some water. There's where the ambush point's going to go across. Wow, they gave us a little bit of a travel. One, two, three. Damn, knocking over those telephone poles. Where'd they learn to drive? What do we got here? Stiletto, Mando, the Sleipnir, coolant truck, Mando. Nothing to write home about. They really have to keep us infinitely far away. This is ridiculous. 13, 11. I mean, it's not great. Good grief. Guess I won't ever get into a fight. Wow, they really dumped us in the back. I guess that's the way to make it more dramatic. She's got some hustle. Good morning, Shiny. What did you lose? Are you joking me? That's like the second time you've been shot. meleeing my buccaneer. This is supposed to be a money-making mission here. So let's not make this more expensive than it needs to be. They took a medium laser. Okay. Ooh, how you like them apples? You got the nerve to hit me? Nice. I was afraid it already had broken the freaking hatchet on that guy. That would have been ridiculous. It's ridiculous that I lost a medium weapon or a medium laser already, but... Alright. Back. No joke. No joke whatsoever. AC5. Okay. Fail. Lion Hearts. I need you guys to get into a position. Shoot that vehicle. Ugh. Fine, you've got that big gun for a reason. Big. Red Cross this. Sure. Melee charge a coolant truck. You're going for milk run. Yep. It is war crime o'clock. Where is AC-20 war crimes when you need her? Even in 3025, the Red Cross still exists. You're still trying to get to the fight. Excuse me. Whoa. Hey, got him with the cannon. It's melee time. Physical weapon and attack. Come on. I'm only trying to cleave you in two. $31. $36. Come on, caffeine, do your thing. 43, 41. Yeah, you hit everything but the targets. Gonna set your cheese on fire. We are just going to stand here. I think. Can I get a more vulnerable spot? Yes. Absolutely. That was nice. You missed. I really do not feel like you pulled much weight there. This should be the end of it. Boom. And they didn't stack pull. Yay! Punch. Nope, physical weapon. Come on, cleave them. 50 armor damage, 20 structure. Nice hit. Alright, you're out of incendiary, but you're not out of LRMs. Or are you totally out? Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, you still got ammo. Thought I had dual types in there. 21, 28. We're just gonna shoot at you. I'd rather not hit my guy in the back. Go up here. Get altitude. Ooh. So disappointing. Seriously? I'm gonna kill myself. I am paranoid when I don't need to be, and then not paranoid enough when I should be. Fail. Can you finish him? That was nice. Leave him in half. We're going to turn off the SRMs. Take the Ooh. Wow. I should have kept the SRMs on. That's what I get for trying to be frugal. I just don't want him to stack coal on me. That's all. Is that too much to ask? All
Mission
right.
successful.
This is going a lot better than last session. Dude, I don't know what the heck happened. I clicked the button to stop stream and it just completely ignored it. By the time I came back, it had been running for like 5 hours. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I mean, it was a completely scuffed stream in the first place. But man, I was like, you know what? Nothing landmark happened. Flipner. Laser. Oh, we're doing money. That's right. So something of value. Do a large laser. What else? Any actual use? Ooh, pearl fibers. That would be useful. Or medium lasers. I have 3. Blackwell machine gun. Need 1 instant shot has a recoil and can jam. C3. Another S. Ooh, that's a. We're gonna go and grab that 20 instead because I don't have a backup, and that would be kind of nice to have. Confirm. We got an endo steel, which is great. We got another 280 core. I use that in the dervish to make it move faster. Don't need cooling. So we got an endo, MRM, and a core plus 1.3 million. So Okay. Aside from screaming bright light, how is your morning going? Here. All right. Goblin 1 day. Bradford 2 days, 5 days. The Buccaneer 7, and the Dervish. I think that's the other Dervish. It's not the one that. Yeah. That's good. So I replaced the Vulcan with another Dervish with another interesting alternative loadout. That one's got 3 SRM6s, a rocket launcher 10 in the arm, and yeah, very much a close range brawler. Kind of the idea. But not so much relying on melee for that. I have the Buccaneer for that. All right. No, nothing terribly interesting here. We are discouraged. Why are we discouraged? I do not know. All right. Go to barracks. Let's see if we can get some training done. Yes, we can. Let's add some more guts. Always good. 1,000. Oh,
Yes.
let's play it.
What do you want?
Nope. The sound volume and quality of Hardball versus so many of these others is like night and day different. More gut. Iron heart. You. Actually, no. Switch that thing. Gut. Need to take more abuse. Tactic. Yes. Reaper. Hit harder. Especially since you're rocking that cannon. That done. You've got your basics. Fail. All right. Center. We need another money grab. .6 negotiate money. What is wrong with you? Take like shoulder damage or something. Medium laser was in the center torso, no less, when it got destroyed. Validates. Confirm. Cargo. 1 day. Try this again. 1.6. money. O'clock. Yeah, because I couldn't find one. Oh, that's terrible. I'm gonna have to fix that. Hey, don't hurt. New weapons pointing in the wrong direction. Fair enough. You can bring them all to bear, all the better. Oh, so I don't think you stopped by while I was trying Mecha Break again last night.
Reactor online.
I have
Sensors
hit
online.
Grandmaster,
Weapons
which apparently
online.
there's like
All systems
3
nominal.
tiers-ish above me still. There's like champion, there's champion something, and then there's legendary, which is indestructible or something. But when you get put into Grandmaster, they literally throw you in a completely separate queue from the rest of the gaming public. Anything mastery and down has the general public option, and there may be some bots thrown in. But they basically don't have bots at all from the looks of it for Grandmaster above. So I logged in and I was like, okay, let's see if, we can get, make some
Command
progress towards
interface initiated.
Grandmaster 1. And it just queued and queued. And there's like 3 or 4 levels of queuing, and it changes color to the indicator and the searching option at the bottom to show what stage you're in. And when you get to orange, you're just like, really? So I did some research and found out that the amount of people that are in Grandmaster and higher are few and far between. So the only times you can get actually a match, which some people were talking on the high point of 4 to 5 hours of waiting for one match, is you have to figure out what time the active players of that tier are, because otherwise you're not playing that game mode. You are literally spending all of your time in queue. So I'm going from, okay, let's see what we can do, to finding out that much of the player base currently is not at that tier. So unless you want to play a different game mode, you're completely screwed. They said late afternoon and in some of the searches to check to see if you can find a match. But apparently now it is just people, and pretty much, unless the stars aligned, you don't have a life. It doesn't sound like you can really rank up consistently, even if you're that good, because the opportunities aren't there. Kind of disappointing. I tried Arena for the first time because I was doing the other game mode that I'm currently a grandmaster in, and it's not as fun. It's just brawling in melee. The first match was a raffle stomp. The second match, we won, but I have no idea how many bots there were because, again, we're low tier, which means there's probably either nothing but bots or there's players too. I will say you get more practice focusing on dealing with melee players with fewer attacking you at the same time. Maybe. Depends on whether or not they're players or bots that are choosing the setup. But that was kind of disheartening, to be honest. I mean, one could argue, hey, I reached pretty much rational, achievable level of ranking. Yay. Because the reason why I can't advance potentially further is there isn't enough people. Like, that's kind of annoying. Okay, there's the tower, what we're headed for. I was not seeing that objective. So I'm going to try poking on a couple different times as I'm available for the remainder of my vacation. See if I can pick up a match here or there, but I'm not going to leave myself in queue for 4.5 hours in the hope that I get a match. Literally, what am I going to do? Sit in front of the computer? And to make it worse, I know some games, they will have, for queues that are really, really long, they will give you the ability to be queued for a lesser form of match, and then when the major one pops up that has a high wait time, without penalty, you're moved into that match. They don't have that in Mecha Break. So that means literally I have to have my character in queue doing nothing for all the time that it takes to actually find a master, grandmaster queue. And that is poor optimization in so many ways. I would like you to move to trees for cover. I'm just gonna have you move here. 1, boy, you are getting nothing. I guess you could think of it as a soft lock. You're not totally locked out of potentially ranking up, but the reality of it is you're pretty much peaked. $18.48.36. Hut, hut, hut. Wreck 'em! Damn. $23, $28. So I should be making use of that. I don't really want to ram them. I will say that in the match that got me into the Grandmaster threshold, I had the lowest score ranking in the match. I tend to work on the tactics of winning the match, not killing the player so much. So, depending on the match, I can understand why that happens. $27.35. I don't know if that would be a warning of things to come, so to speak. Wrong altitude melee. With the arm. Not great. 22:45. Eject. Come on. You know you want to. Alright. I have to move you as soon as I can. Five. I got the knockdown. Not ideal. Please. That's unfortunate. I really need to get the Bradford out of there. Can I have her turn? Or are you just going to continue to beat on her? Why is her initiative so low? Good. Get you out of there. Sprint. Oh, that was fun. Oh, that was just a flame of the mech. It wasn't a stackpole. I was like, oh, dear Lord. Alright. So we now need to move. Engage you guys. Six, 43. There is infantry over there. That's not a terrain glitch. That's not great. Oh, why did I notice that before? It was too late. I'd like to cleave someone in half, but are those melee right there? It is. I don't want to deal with that. About... to move those. Incendiary. Dude. That was nice. Can I finish them off by some oddity? Close. Incendiary. Damn. I'm gonna destroy my own Bradford. Yeah, you're walking through the fire. There's nothing left for you. Nice. We are just gonna back you up. You have taken way too much damage by them and me. That's a knockdown. Ooh. That sounded like that hurt. $33. They're all running. Kind of irritating. 41. Goodbye. You're now in physical weapon range. Yeah! Day 643. Okay, I need to be paying attention to that guy too. Not realize he had that. Go me. Nice. infantry. How many do they have? Freaking night. Can I go for a melee attack on you? Yes, I can. on! Oh, your hit chances. So many commandos. You know what? I feel like I'm just gonna shoot his head off. Good choice. Great. Dude. I need anti-recoil adjustments so bad. Through him, please. Good job. Infantry are down. I think that's the last of... Never mind. It's not infantry. finally hit with it. And on an armor piercing round, no less. Oof.
Mission successful.
That wasn't a tough mission. It was just so many lights. Good grief. The whole planet is probably missing every mech. $1.6 mil. We got some money back. Anything of value? Ammo for an AMS? How about an AMS? I literally only have one pick, so. Disassemble. Double heatsink kit would be good for money. More endo steel. These 3 slaves didn't seem to really do him much any good. Endo steel, I already established I got one of those. Yeah. For the money. But I don't think I actually have a spare. Oh, I do have 2 spares. So yeah, I can immediately cash that in. It won't let me know. Really? Okay, maybe it just doesn't allow you to do it. It worked every other time. Confirm. That's why I'm jumping the gun. Go me. I got a spare endo steel. You don't need the locust. Take money. Nice. Probably has some structure damage. I've got a couple criticals on the Bradford that'll need to be fixed. $68,000. Pretty cheap repair. All right. Buccaneers 2 days. The report. Dervish. I'm gonna have to just suck it up. Dervish 1 day. Okay. Go barracks. Not enough. All right. So, in theory, all of our stuff should be working now, including the ones we were remanufacturing. We have our full complement. Let's see. Arctic foxes. Do not want those. Do not want the light inferior. I already have a full Bradford, right? Yes. Sell the 2 parts to that. I have a Shadowhawk. Do not have a Rifleman. Do not have a Sarissa. Don't really want another Hunchback. And Wolverine. Mean. Technically, I like to go past this point since I'm at 1555s now. All right. Back to mech bays. Do not see any repair requests. Okay. Well, that is going to wrap it up for this session. Thanks for hanging out. If you're still lurking there, Shiny, have a good rest of your day. And everybody else as well, have a good rest of yours. And I'll see you next stream. Take care.